interesting enough, Romeo used to be the coach that would catch the punts that would give us the night off. You get to elect the coach to catch a punt, and that'll determine if you got the night off or whatever the case may be in camp or whatever. Romeo, man.
Romeo Edelman back
big,
there.
agile, mobile.
Won the Super Bowl the year before that, beat the greatest show on turf. Undefeated at home this year, and notably starting the year, Lawyer Milloy released 5 days before the season started.
Yeah,
that was a big story early on. And then brought in Rodney Harrison, which was huge. Started 2-2, then won 12 straight, 8-0 at home. Defense, unreal, letting up 14.9 points a game, league low, and then a couple Hall of Famers on this roster. Yeah. Richard Seymour, Ty Law, should be a lot more, but those are the two as of now.
Yeah, they call it system guys.
I'm right in there.
System guys that win. System. I mean, I'd rather win than be called a system guy.
Amen.
But it's all good.
Amen. Kiss the rings.
Yep.
How did the team react to Lawyer Milloy?
It was tough. He's
captain, right?
Yeah, and he was our guy. And, I was especially close to Lawyer. And it was just like some things you don't understand. And Bill gave one of those famous speeches that, I'm not going to always do what's best for individuals, but I'm going to always do what's best for the team. And Lawyer was pretty much still right at his prime. So we didn't really see it coming until Rodney came in, and it was like, oh, it's kind of like a swap out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe he felt that Rodney brought a little bit more than Lawyer, but at the time we didn't see it. Lawyer was physical. Lawyer was all over the place. Lawyer played aggressive. He played the run. He was good in the pass. Great communicator, great teammate, super physical. He was a linebacker playing safety, kind of like Rodney, but we didn't get it,
Yeah.
But it ended up, of course, working out.
It worked out.
That was when that year started with Lawyer winning 31-0.
Against us. We went to Buffalo and they kicked our ass. And he was with celebrating. Too, right? With Bledsoe as well. We got rid of Bledsoe. Jeez. And he was doing his Patriots celebration to us, against us. And we were sitting over there like, and then that's when a lot of heat came from the media and all that because we lost to the Bills, to the two guys we traded away.
Crazy.
But whatever.
What a way to start the year.
It worked out. I think it worked out.
I think so. Oh, my gosh. Should we hit this lead up real quick, Jules?
Let's hit the lead up.
All right, coming into this one, this is a Week 13 matchup. Both teams entered 9-2. Pats were looking to get to 10-2 for the first time in franchise history. Wild to think. And then coming into this one, Vanderjagt was hot. The kicker on the Colts made 30 straight field goals.
He didn't miss.
Dude was on fire. And the Colts previously, if you'll remember, had been an AFC East team up until the 2002 season, I believe.
Man, went to the South, right?
Yeah, went to the South when the Texans came in. So they were looking to sweep the AFC East this year. The Colts were kind of running through our division. And notably with the Pats, won 4 to 5 games leading up to this. Won all 5, but 4 of the 5 had been one-score games. So really a good team learned how to win those close games. Kind of like we see with the Chiefs these days, win these overtime games, these close ones.
How come you think we always did well in close games?
Because we prepared for every situation. And I think guys didn't panic. We knew what to expect. And a lot of times when you see teams or players panic, it's because they didn't practice or they've never seen a situation that comes up in the game. With us, we've seen everything. And sometimes in practice, be like, man, we're doing all this or we're doing all this extra stuff. But it was always a rhyme and a reason why. And a lot of times those situations came up and we were like, oh, we practiced that like 10 times. We're good. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
1,000%.
Like the Malcolm Butler thing in Seattle, and they practiced that play so many times, and I'm sure there's like 50 other plays like that.
Well, I mean, the next Super Bowl in Atlanta where we installed like 6 2-point plays, and we needed like 3.
And what happened?
Usually you have like 2 or, you have 2, maybe 3. We had like 6, and we needed to have 2 of them.
Right. And got them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Any Ernie stories for those Nuggets? Do you guys ever get? Do you have any Ernie?
We didn't know who the hell Ernie was for the longest. We didn't, and we used to just see him, and just like we didn't know who Ernie was until like later. And it was like, oh, because Ernie never talked. He just come around and just hang out. He sit at practice. He observe. He watch, and then they started handing out like sheets. like, hey, here's some TV copies of the calls that we heard or this or that. Ernie got this, and we start hearing the name. It's like, all right, who's Ernie? We still didn't know who he was. We knew the name. We couldn't put the face with the name. And then figured out who Ernie was.
Ernie cards.
Man.
The freaking Ernie cards.
Willie, we love getting as many of the brain trust guys on here to break it all down. You got any good Romeo Crennel stories? We hadn't had Romeo on yet, but
Romeo, man. Romeo's my guy. Romeo, interesting enough, Romeo used to be the coach that would catch the punts that would give us the night off. You know when the coaches make a coach, you get to elect the coach to catch a punt, and that'll determine if you got the night off or whatever the case may be in camp or whatever. Romeo, man.
Romeo Edelman,
big,
back there.
agile, mobile, and you would always come through and catch that punt for.
You'll never see a team jump with more joy than after one of those kind of
oh my gosh
predicaments.
Because it's always a lineman or somebody, right?
A lineman, coach. Coach that's usually not mobile.
Right.
I love pictures.
You never know.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage sports tee.
Not just a tee, the vintage sports tee. You wore it everywhere.
Then your bro started wearing it, which was cool until he moved across the country and took it with him. Not cool.
Now you're on eBay, and there it is. Same tee, same team.
Still living in your memory rent-free forever.
The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you.
But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your friend stole back. It's also for that piece of sports memorabilia you've searched the globe for.
Or your first car, the one you wish you never sold.
But now, finally get a chance to take back home for good this time. It's the best place for hunting for one-of-one sports memorabilia. It's so much cooler to find something that no one else has.
Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
Romeo's my
ballerina
guy,
feet, bro.
man. Oh,
What a
yeah,
boss.
Romeo's my guy.
Heck yes.
Romeo was on the Bill Parcells staff when
That's
I came
right.
in. He was the D-line coach.
Forgot about
So
that.
Romeo, along with Scar, you know, there's a couple coaches that was there from
Before.
94 all the way through. So,
I think Scar was there from 86.
oh yeah, Scar was there. I think Scar has the longest tenure
Nancy.
out of all the coaches,
Oh, yeah, but out of the
Coaches.
only coaches, yeah.
except for Nancy.
Nancy's it was Scar and then
And Nancy.
Nancy.
Or
was-
Nancy
yeah.
Scar, however, yeah.
Scar was there when we got beat down by the fridge in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, man.
1982. He was a special
1982.
teams coach.
Crazy.
He was at UOP.
Yeah, but then he left for the Colts, and then he came back
Came back.
in 91, and then all the way through.
Scar has the most wins probably than any coach that's been there. Like
Scar is the best.
Scar is
Man.
the best.
I was starstruck seeing him at your Hall of Fame thing in person.
That was big because I hadn't seen him in a while.
Man.
Scar's the man.
Legend.
I loved Coach Scar. I told that story. Scar would always lift you up. Like, I always tell everyone, you're always cool with other position coaches. And even though if the position hates that coach, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the coaches, there's a politic thing.
There is.
But Scar, he also used to pump, like, he was like, if he said something to you, it was like a big deal.
Nobody fuck with Scar.
No one
Like
fucked-
Scar was like the OG. Everybody knows like his resume.
Yeah.
You know
except
what I mean?
Light.
Yeah.
Except Light.
Well, Light, except for Light. And Light used to drive him crazy.
Crazy.
He used to drive him crazy, but that's Light. He drove everybody crazy.
I think he kept Scar young.
Because Scar had to laugh at times about certain things. He used to have to, you know, like, hey, this fucking guy.
I don't know,
Man,
bro.
coach stories are the best.
And he had like a demeanor about him, like a calmness about
He
him.
did.
But when
He coached?
and when he went in, he went in.
That's the same cars, different license plates. He used to say that a lot when we were doing short yardage.
Yeah.
Same cars, different license plates this week, boys.
Everybody just looked and laughed like, yeah, you're right.
Oh my God.
So it's like your position coach is like your dad, and then the other position coach is like uncles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or unless you got a young coach, then they're like
Older brother.
uncle or brother.
yeah, like, or it could be little brother.
Or it could be little brother. Nowadays, these young coaches,
I had little
Mike
brother.
McDaniel's little bro.
Well, Mike, yeah, when Josh and those guys came in, man, they were holding the cards. And scout team, they were holding up the cards.
McDaniels.
And Dayball. And running the tape, at the front. I mean,
I saw Flo like that.
yeah, you saw Flo. I saw Flo like that.
Flo was like
Flo was
upper
driving the
division,
vans
yeah.
and stuff, taking us to certain, yeah.
They make those guys work.
They work, but they know every
They crossbreed
nuance.
them too.
And they could, because Matt Patricia and like Josh and Mangini, like all those guys were all coached on both sides of the ball.